Hi everyone, I'm going to make an journal page, and today I'm going to try and use a paper doily. Now, paper doilies are quite boring, I think, and I was trying to come up with an idea how to use it and not be bored with it. So that's going to be on our page. First I want to make some kind of background, and I'm going to use these two colors I've got here: Deco Art Regal Purple, and I've got this is Art Deco Light Mint, and it's going to be a very simple background. I'm just going to take a sponge, spray it a little bit with water. This will help me blend the colors on my page. Putting down a little bit of each, and we'll start with the purple and we'll see how it goes. This page is already gessoed and I didn't take enough. The paint is kind of thin and I don't know, I'll work with it. Maybe I need to shake it a little bit. Just randomly putting down the color, and now I'm moving to the mint color, and I'm trying to get in and make it blend with the purple, just so there won't be harsh edges between the colors. The fact that my sponge is a little bit wet, moist, helps blend the two colors. And I'm thinking now that I will need to go over the purple. It's not prominent enough on my page. It was quite thin and it's not how I imagined it turning up, so let's see. Again, trying to blend. I don't want harsh edges. Well, I think I'm going to let this dry, and afterwards, if I still feel that I need the purple to be more prominent, then I'll go in again, but for now this needs to dry. And this is my background for now. Until it dries, I'll be back. I'm back. Background is dry, and now I want to stamp all around it just to add interest. And I've got this stamp that I'm going to go around and stamp it randomly, and I'm using here Memento Nautical Blue. It's very subtle, but I like how it always gives me a nice background, interest to the background. Okay, moving on to my next stamp. This is quite new, just got it, and again this time I'm using archival ink, black, and stamping randomly on my page just to add interest. Don't know what will show because doilies are going to be glued here, so but it's good to prepare your background for whatever you're going to do next. So I'm moving aside the background and I'm moving on to the doily. Here is the doily, very boring, even tacky, and first of all I want to paint it. After that I want something. I thought of I've already tried it. I took one doily and started folding it like so, and then cutting shapes out of it, and I really like the result, but for this art journal page I'm not going to use it because I want to write inside the doily once I have painted it. So I've got now these colors. Let's see, these are Art Deco, and this is turquoise, this one is oxide green, again the light mint, and here I can hardly see what it says. I don't know, some kind of blue, it really doesn't matter. And I'm going to take a sponge and just start putting down paint on my doily. This is a sponge that's supposed to be for decorating nails, and sometimes it just helps to work with it. You don't have to use something like that, you can use any sponge you want. It was just handy right now, so I picked it up. Next color, just mixing it and trying to have some interest, so it won't be a solid color. If you want to do the cutouts from the doily, I advise you to paint it first and then do the cutouts. It will make your doily more firm. It's really flimsy, this paper. As you can see, I'm just changing colors and playing with it and trying to blend where they meet. Again, no harsh edges between colors. And even if I have like here a harsh edge, I can take from the other color and go over and blend until I'm satisfied with what I have. So basically that's how I'm going to do the paper doily, and I've already prepared one in advance so we can move on and not wait for this to dry. So I'm moving this aside and I'm gonna bring my background and one of the paper doilies I've made. Here we go. Here is the paper doily, and I'm thinking like maybe one here, and let's see, one here, maybe like so. Still thinking about it. Or do I do only half? Let's see. I think half will be enough for this page, and maybe I will do some cutting inside and do the writing like so. You see, it changes as I go. So okay, I'm going to glue half here and half here, just white glue, simple. Oopsie. Putting glue on top also, and I didn't cut the inside. Okay. Let's see. I'll take this one and I'll cut this one, and I will have two halves. That's what I'm gonna do. Here we go. I'm gonna take nail scissors, it's easier, and I'm gonna use the curve to my advantage. Here we go. Not thinking about it, just taking out shapes. There are many patterns of how to make this kind of cutouts and all kind of designs, so you can look it up on the internet and find something that you like. So I'm going to continue cutting my doily, and I'll come back. I'm back. Here I finished cutting inside my doily, and now I'm going to glue this down, and I still got the wet glue here. Trying to put this very gently, and I'm going to go over it again with the glue, and I'm going with the cuts so it won't wrinkle. Very, very gently. Here we go. One in place. Now second one here. It goes outside the edges of my page, and when it's dry I will just trim it. For now I'm concentrating on adhering it to my page without ruining the design and being very gentle. Here we go. Now I'm going with the glue all over my page, so there will be a consistency with how the page looks. Although the white glue is not glossy when it's dry, it still has a different texture than a place without the glue, and I want my page to look the same all over. And it's always nice to have a seal for everything and a nice coat. Here we go. Okay, now everything needs to get dry before I continue. I'll be back. I'm back, and now I want my doilies to be more prominent on my page, so I'm going to use my Stabilo oil and go around them, or at least I think here on the bottom. We'll see in a minute if I want it to go all around. For now I'm doing something like that, and I'm going also over the edges of my page. I want everything framed, so putting down the Stabilo, and I will activate it with water in a minute. And again here I want to do this. I think I'll go all around it like so. I want them to pop, and since I went with similar colors all around my page and not went for contrast between the doilies and the background, I need something to make it pop. So putting down the Stabilo and going around the edges. I want a nice smudged black on my edges. Just to frame everything. Here we go. And now a little bit of water and a fine, small, thin brush. To activate the Stabilo oil. And if you feel it doesn't work, just add a little bit more water. If it doesn't react, not trying to be accurate, just aiming for a dramatic look, if that's the description for it, I don't know. Okay, so that's my page for now, and I want my quote. I have a quote from Dr. Seuss, and to make my life easier, I just wrote it on a washi tape. I took a washi tape and put it like this and started writing. This is felt calligraphy pen, and I just wrote on it like so. So that's how I made my life easier. Now I have pieces of my quote here, and I'm going to take a glue stick, and first of all I want here Dr. Seuss, and I'm building the quote from down to, because I know that I never manages to put down quotes and writing, and it will fit the page somehow. I don't know how. I always manages to run out of space, so this time I'm working from down. Let's see. Almost got mixed with the parts of the quote, and let's see. I'm planning on going around each piece with some kind of, I think, a black permanent marker, and just to give it more definition, and maybe even a little bit of white. We'll see. Here is my quote. You'll never be bored when you try something new. There's really no limit to what you can do. So I'm going to let it dry, and my hands are kind of sticky. I'm going to let everything dry, go around each of these pieces with black and maybe white, and I'll be back. I'm back. So here's my quote. Everything is glued down. I'm just going around each piece with a permanent marker. This is a Staedtler permanent marker F. I think it's for fine, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm using. And I'm not trying to be here straight, I'm going for quirky. It's a Dr. Seuss quote, so it just screams at me that it needs to be drawn, like that it will show that it's drawn by hand. So as you can see, I'm just adding like sketches of so it won't be straight, like so. So this is it, that's my page. I really like how it came out. Never thought I can do this with a paper doily. So I'll just bring it closer to the camera so you can see the details. And this is it for today, for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.